Hello, my name is Jennifer Posh, and I'm here to talk about my capstone project for Bryan and Stratton for my associates in business. I'm so excited that I've finally been able to finish my degree program, and through that I have learned 11 outcomes, 5 institutional and 6 program, that I'm able to combine the things I learned in order to portray them in my future job in a workplace, hopefully in business. So my first outcomes that I'll be showcasing are information literacy and communication, along with applying current technology skills to specific business applications. And throughout my schooling, we basically use Microsoft Office for everything, using Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Outlook which is email, which are definitely the major backbones to, I feel, any office, unless they use Macs, which I don't know how to use. So that might be a little difficult if they use those in a different workplace. But I was able to use the different applications in order to figure out how to do stuff, to do my research projects, to showcase what I learned and put it in a PowerPoint. If I had accounting, I would use Excel, and email is the backbone of any workplace, and I definitely needed to know how to learn that, and I used it constantly every single day, logging into my courses and chatting with my instructors and other students and my administrative lady that I talked to. The next outcomes that I'm going to be talking about are relational learning, thinking abilities, recognizing management, and identifying basic functions of management. And all of these I feel can combine into a project that I had about making a mock fundraiser and how I had to come up with what the fundraiser was, not exactly who it was for, but like what kind of fundraiser I would use for getting new jerseys for the school team. And I've never done something like this before. And so I had to think of my skills as a volunteer in the past, helping out with fundraisers, to try and figure out how to make one myself. And I feel like these have helped in all relational learning and thinking, because, you need that for management. Never been in a management position before. So I had to kind of combine with what I knew from managers I've had in the past to how to do a fundraiser, to combine this together to showcase that I understood these outcomes. And another outcomes that I had to learn was all about math. Yes, math. And they were learning the forms of quantitative and scientific reasoning combined with numeric measurement. And whenever you were back in high school and you're like, I'm never going to use these skills, never ever, you're going to need these skills. Honestly, that's what it was. Business math course was basically everything you learned in high school, just a little bit more using it for the business side of things versus just, Bob had like 6 apples and Sally Joe had this many. It was just definitely different, and you use it in a business form. And so then you basically, for the quantitative and scientific reasoning, you also had to learn accounting. And accounting, I will still say, is not my strong suit, but I was able to go through it, and there's 2 accounting courses, and be able to make sure that I would be able to put the proper outcomes or the proper money sections into the certain area so that I could give it to a accounting executive at a business or a place that would need the accounting and the money travels for a business that I would be working in. And the final outcomes that I had to learn about was community and career, role of business in a global environment, ethical decision-making skills, and the workplace. Yes, these are all very long again. And I was able to combine all of these in learning about the discussions that I had with fellow classmates, that every single time, every single week we had to log in, we had to use a discussion. And there was always a prompt, and it was, how did we come to our outcome, our thoughts, and, wanting to hear other people's thoughts and views, because that's definitely something you have to make sure that you have to listen to other sides. Even if you don't agree with it, first of all, you have to listen to the other sides, because you never know. There could be an idea that you didn't think of, or just something that, what you thought of something, you didn't realize that, oh, that's not something that they believe. And it was, that's definitely something you're going to have to use in the workplace, because you're going to have to, talk to people that are different from you. And in a world where a lot of people have different views than you have to make sure that you are being nice to them and you are listening to them and you're not giving them a hard time, because people grow up in different circumstances and that's how they form their ethical decisions, in their lifetime. And so it's a great way to showcase all of this in the discussions that I had to use. And, this also helps in a role of business, because, we also had to learn about business law. And business law is definitely something you need to use, because that can affect you, especially with the ethical decision making skills and figuring out where people, come from. And you don't want to say something wrong in the workplace and end up getting sued for discrimination, or anything like that. So definitely the courses that I had in talking to people every single day was a way to showcase that I understood that there's different outcomes or there's different ideas out there. And I had to, make sure that I am listening and I am trying to forecast, not my opinion, but I'm telling you my opinion, you tell me yours, and we listen to each other. It's the only way we're all going to get along in this world. And all in all of these courses contributed to all the outcomes that I had. Each one of them proved an effective way of being a part of a business setting. I wouldn't trade what I learned for the world. And I definitely think that these courses really helped me in getting these outcomes in my head and trying to make it, so I can go to my next step and be in a business situation. Thank you.